There is breaking news this morning. The Nobel Peace Prize awarded this morning, and here is the announcement.
The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2021 to Maria Ressa and Dmitry Muratov for their efforts to safeguard freedom of expression, which is a precondition for democracy and lasting peace.
The two journalists who are now Nobel Peace Prize winners jointly, Maria Ressa from the Philippines, Dmitry Muratov from Russia. And they were the winning pair. 328 other nominations, but for their work in holding governments to account, as you heard, and for fighting for the right to freedom of expression, announced as the winners of the Peace Prize this year. Tessa Arcilia was watching that announcement. She's in London. Tessa.
Indeed, Heather, journalists, two of them won the Nobel Peace Prize. The big guessing game is done and over with. And the two journalists, this is the first time that journalists have been awarded since 1935. And what they have in common, apart from what the Nobel Committee had said they were fighting for freedom of the press and still are, they have incurred the wrath of the leaders of their countries. President Rodrigo Duterte in the Philippines and Russian President Vladimir Putin, certainly very critical, both of them, of their governments. Now, Maria Ressa, we've covered her story quite a bit here on the CBC as well. She's been facing a trial in the Philippines. She was convicted last year of cyber libel under a controversial Philippine law, which critics have been saying was a way of stifling freedom of the press in the country. This award came as a shock to her. She was very emotional in her reaction after finding out that she had won the Peace Prize. Take a listen.
It's just become far more difficult with the advent of technology and social media, and the way social media has allowed budding authoritarians and dictators to exploit their algorithms and take power and crumble democracies from within.
Now, she is only the 18th woman, Heather, to win a Nobel Peace Prize, and she is the first Filipino to do so. Now, for Dmitry Muratov, he founded also a news organization, which the Nobel Committee, it's called Novaya Gazeta, they called it the most independent news organization in Russia today. Now, he's the first Russian to receive it since Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev received it, who also actually was instrumental in forming Novaya Gazeta back in the day. Interestingly, Heather, he was congratulated by the Kremlin, the spokesperson of the Kremlin, calling him brave and courageous in his endeavors. Now, the Reporters Without Borders welcomed this news. Christophe Deloire had this to say.
We have two feelings. Joy, because this is an extraordinary tribute to journalism, to an excellent tribute to all those journalists who take risks everywhere around the world to just defend the right of information to everybody. This is a call for mobilization to defend journalism.
Joy and urgency, he said there, Heather. So I think this really does put the spotlight on the industry itself as well, given the winning pair, Maria Ressa and Dmitry Muratov's work.